Oops. So I'm done with gluing on the sheet sharpening on both levels. 5, 6 on this floor, 5 on this. I was also thinking about putting another such details right around here, just to show that, furthermore show that here are two floors too, but I think that would look just a little bit too cramped, because that area is relatively small compared to these per floor, so I'll just leave it out, and maybe I'm putting some stickers, some water slide transfers on there, not sure yet. So yeah, and while I was still considering what to do with the windows here, I decided to put some additional sheet sharpen up here. Originally I wanted to use smaller windows than I'm going to put here, but actually I think this is the better solution. And yeah, as for the windows, I cut out a template like this. You know, Warhammer 40k is a Gothic universe, so you can't go wrong with this kind of window. But I think just leaving it like this looks a bit too plain. There's too much of a glass area here that which can easily be shattered during a fight. So I need some sort of reinforcement there. And that's why I came up with a few templates here that I'm going to cut out later for different kinds of windows. I mean, can you see that here? Oh, sorry. Here. We have one with an additional bar reinforcement here, cross like one that looks like Christian cross. We can put that bar a little bit more upwards, and one with a stripe here. And I think I'm using these on here. I don't know. So per window, one. I'm cutting out one of these windows, then I'll put another one of these here on here to make it more three-dimensional, and probably even a little stripe here, like a Fensterbrett, you know. I think it will look better. It's so three-dimensional instead of just cutting out this and not putting an additional rim, an additional edge around there. I think that's going to look better. I cut out 4 windows for that floor here, and I can tell you, I've gotten totally bored of that. That's so much work. I have to cut out 4 of these windows, and you know, all these curves. I mean, I'm so glad that I got a hobby knife, because with the scissors it just wouldn't have been possible to cut it out. But still, it's so terrible. It's a pain in the ass actually. And same for the sheet sharpen. You know, all the tiny gaps here. We have to cut it out, each and every piece manually, and it's hurting. My joints are already hurting from that, and it's terrible. And that's not all. As I said, for each of these windows there's going to be this part coming on top here, and then another flat thing down there, and that's just this floor. There are 2 others waiting. So, oh man, I just hope that the result is actually worth all that hassle. So yeah, I need a break from doing windows, so I already decided to construct the upper flat, the upper roof actually. And remember, it's made from the part that was cut out here. the middle piece. And basically I didn't do too much measuring work. I just took my piece of cardboard here and cut out the piece from here, actually, just without measuring, just making sure that it's actually long enough, and after that I fitted it around here and cut off the excess, and well, it works. So the way how it's supposed to look like when it's done, let me quickly demonstrate that. It's like this. So there are 4 access points, to the platform here, and 4 windows. So that's how I wanted it to look, and there's the hatch in the middle. It's still pretty high. I mean, yeah, no, you won't be able to fit miniatures like the Emperor's Champion or the Space Marine Sergeant with this banner inside here, but hey, you can always place these outside here. There's still a nice amount of room in there, and I think that looks pretty nice this way. And now I try to imagine it with another guardrail around here on this platform, and then you've got a nice watchtower, nice defensive position. Yeah, I'll let the glue set here, and after that's dry, that's set, I'm going to glue it on top of the platform, and then at least that part of work is out of the way. But it doesn't really help. At some point I have to get back at working on these windows, and there's not much time left. Basically just the next weekend, and then the time for the terrain build is over, and I have to paint it too. So I probably have to do a base, because I tested it out with putting something heavy on the roof here. It will topple. Well, we'll see about that later. Look at all the sacrifices that I have to do for my wargaming hobby, you know. Usually I would be sitting here eating my breakfast, but I don't want to have to store all that stuff away when I'm eating here, and putting my tablet here and stuff. And then when I'm continuing I have to put it all again. Now here, no. So I guess I have to improvise a bit, and well, looks like that second chair here in my kitchen is finally getting useful. Becoming useful. Well, almost as good as a chair. As a real desk, I mean. So, don't you think? Oh, it's ready already, so yeah. That's just how we wargamers roll, right? So, 1 week has passed from the last time I gave a little update, and again, didn't do much during the week. Actually, nothing. Today is the 30th of January, so I've got only tomorrow and the rest of today to complete the thing. As for building, I'm pretty much done. I completed the windows with that extra piece down here, and put the windows on here. I left that floor empty. I'll be printing out some eagles, probably white eagles on a black ground, since this is going to be a bit darker here. I put, I don't know, either 4 eagles on here, 4 smaller ones, or just 2 really big ones at the front and at the back. And oh yeah, I closed these parts here. Still, glue is still fresh. You know, where you could basically see into the whole thing, which was not supposed to be. It's closed now, and yeah, nothing happened at the top. So this should be finished in terms of building. Again, just for size comparison, the Emperor's Champion, regular Space Marine here. There you go. And yeah, I think I'm going to take the whole thing into my cellar now and prime it, so the color can dry overnight. Yeah, then, well, we'll see. Actually, there was something at the top here. I put on 4 pieces of cardboard here, on the inside too. It's hard to show here what's going around. Yeah, just as detail and to cover up the parts where the 2 halves of that circle here were glued together, so you can't see that anymore now. And just again as additional detail, a smaller circle at the top. And yeah, I think I'm going to put another eagle one at the top here, because I don't really know what else to put. And here on the walls, just again minor detail, I don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, there, just a small square which I have had left over from the windows, which I cut out here, the lower part this here. And I also kept the smaller half circles from the top. You never know for what you can use these. So yeah, that's, I just forgot that to mention. I already grabbed all my decals, which I store here. Check if there are some good things in. Here's non-Games Workshop stuff from that's what a friend gave me from his military tanks. And then there's well, orcs, not really useful now, and a lot of imperial stuff. And just to give you an idea, yes, it is that full. There's everything in here, even armies I don't play yet, and where I don't have really a lot of miniatures yet. I bought a lot of auctions on eBay where people were selling almost all their stuff, and the good old banners. Well, so here's a lot, but I'll decide later, after it's finished with painting, what I'm going to actually apply here. So I'm done with priming, and as for the color scheme, well, I'm trying to paint him as if the tower was made of metal and steel and not concrete, so I'll be painting these parts with bolt gun metal. No, wait, sorry. The details here with bolt gun metal, and these parts here, the actual floors or wall sections, with a chainmail, which is a bit brighter. And yeah, after that I'm going to give it butter black wash. The parts which are supposed to be darker, which are painted with bolt gun metal, and they will probably receive at least a second wash to really make it look darker. So I've got 2 tones of metal, and yeah, after that we'll see. Got all my painting stuff here, and so let's see if I can finish it in time. So yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah, here's, I've already printed a few out, which I'm going to glue on later, but that's far away from now. I'm gonna paint now. Small update. You can see put on the main layers of color. I think you can distinguish the 2 metal tones, bolt gun metal, chainmail. It's going to get a whole lot darker once the wash is on it. Oh yeah, it was pretty hard to paint inside here and all that stuff, but oh well. Now I'm waiting for the whole thing to dry properly before I grab a smaller brush and start correcting mistakes and etc. And after that I'm going to apply washes. But out black. So yeah, let's see how this turns out. Well, and here's the finished product. Painted and ready. Well, basically maybe adding a base later on just to make it more stable. I mean, this is a sturdy surface now, and I can put metal miniatures on here without it tipping over, but let's say on a if we play on a couch or a bed or whatever, it might profit from a little bit more of a base there. So how does it look like? Well, oops, here. That's the door. That's frame. Just some decals there. I use everything, even Dark Angels, tactical sword markings. Yeah, just some Cadian stuff and giving that thing a number here. Again, I really like this armored look here. The windows, yeah, I'm not first time I painted windows, so I hope they look alright. The Imperial Eagle here that I printed out, I wasn't too keen on painting this on actually. So even more shooting slits there, smaller eagles here, and a big large one on top. Here's the inner hatch basically. So don't have a figure here, just let me get one quickly for a size comparison so you can see how large this thing is. So I've got solar Macarius here, and as you can see, well, it works, I guess. Maybe the door could have been the frame a bit higher. It looks like he was bumping his head there, and well, the different levels. Maybe I was trying to make it as high as possible, and maybe I should have done one level less. And here's the top. So yeah, I can even place it inside here. As you can see, it's all accessible. So that was fun terrain build. First real terrain for me. You should have seen the other stuff that I created before, which you won't. And yeah, I look forward to taking part in all the other terrain builds that are in the future. So see you in another video.